My friend, I see you here. Maybe you're listening to this from your bed again, wondering if today is gonna be different. Maybe you're feeling that familiar knot in your stomach, thinking about all the things you should be doing right now, but you can't because of your pain. I'd like you to take a deep breath in into your tummy and exhale. You're exactly where you need to be. So, what I want you to know right now is you're not broken. Your pain is real, and there's so much hope ahead of you. I know you've probably heard a million times explanations for your back pain or your chronic pain. It could be anything from a weak core, bad posture, getting older, stress. Today, I want to share something that changed everything for me and thousands of women just like us. Your brain is actually trying to protect you. So let me unbundle this. Let me explain this to you. And let me paint that picture. Imagine you finally having the morning to yourself. Kids are busy, the dog is napping. You decided to tackle that pile of laundry. You bend down to pick up a basket, and suddenly you feel that sharp, familiar pain shooting through your back or shooting through your arms. I have clients with pain in the arms, in the shoulders, or neck. And your first thought is probably not again. What did I do wrong this time? But here's what really is happening. Your brain shouted danger and activated your body's alarm system. Just like when you were a little kid and smoke detector went off when you burned a toast, sometimes our internal alarm system can be a little bit overzealous. So the pain is our brain way of saying, I'm worried about you right now. It's not always because something is damaged or broken. Sometimes it's because your brain has learned to be on a high alert. So think about it this way. You know how you can hear your child's cry from, if you're a mom, 3 rooms away, even when the TV is on? Your mama brain has become expert at detecting any signs of threat to your baby. Well, your pain brain can become just as an expert at detecting threats to your body, even when there's aren't really real one at this time or altogether. So here's something that might sound familiar to you. You've been pushing through, exhaustion for weeks. The kids need lunches packed, the dog needs walking, work deadlines are looming, and you haven't had like 5 minutes to yourself. You're running on empty, feeling overwhelmed, and then boom, you back or that part of the body, your regular symptoms start acting up, whether that's, pain in hands, in the shoulders, in the neck, or back pain. What if I told you that sometimes your brains can tell the difference between I'm in a physical danger and I'm overwhelmed and stressed? Just like how you might, get butterflies in your stomach before a big presentation, even though you're not actually in danger, like as much as we don't like doing presentations. If you like me, I hope you put your hand up in the comments below. Your brain can sometimes respond to the emotional overwhelmed with physical pain. So I want to share a little bit of my story because I want you to know you're not alone in this. I remember the day I realized I wasn't living anymore. I was just surviving in pain. I was lying in bed, listening to my kids play in the next room, feeling like the worst mom in the world because I couldn't join them. I was in so much pain. The guilt was crushing. The fear was overwhelming. What if this is forever? What if I can be the mom my youngest deserved? Her older siblings have this fun mom being able to go places, do things. But my youngest, she had a mom in bed, couldn't even really pick her up and hug her unless she was in a bed or on a sofa with me. So that moment, something clicked for me. My back pain had actually started during one of most stressful periods of my life, trying to be everything to everyone, never saying no, constantly worried about letting people down. And so my brain started screaming danger, but the danger wasn't physical, it was mental, emotional exhaustion. So for today, I really want you to learn two important things about your brain. Your pain doesn't mean you're in danger. You can teach your brain that it's safe to turn down that alarm system, and these overwhelming feelings and stresses are manageable. You can develop tools to handle life's pressure without your brain panicking. So, right now, I want you to place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take 3 deep breaths and say to yourself, and follow along with me if you can. My pain is real, but I am safe. My body is trying to protect me, and I'm going to learn to help it feel secure again. Let's try it again. My pain is real, but I am safe. My body is trying to protect me, and I'm going to learn how to help feel secure again. I'd like you to practice this whenever you feel that familiar wave of fear approaching, or when you feel that frustration about your pain. This simple acknowledgement can help you start to shift how your brain interprets what's happening. So I want you to revisit this recording, this session, this day one. Anytime you feel scared about, what the pain means, when you start believing that maybe you damaged or your body's broken, when you need a reminder that your brain is trying to help you, is protecting you right now. And anytime you feel like you want to reconnect with hope and possibility. And I want you to remember this. I want you to know this. Choosing to start this journey takes incredible courage. You could be, you could choose to stay in bed, scroll through your phone, told yourself, I'll do this tomorrow, but you didn't. You're here and you're reading and you're listening and you're ready to fight to get your life back. And that tells me everything that I need to know about who you are. So I want you to know you got this. And you're not doing this alone. Tune in for tomorrow's lessons. And please let me know if you have any questions, any follow-up feedback. I'll be in the comments, I'll be checking comments, and I'll be responding to them. See you tomorrow.